Art versus Navi is going to be a big deal here on ramp. They're going to be going toe-to-toe.
Art right into the corner. Navi, the victim of his rifle. Art, as quick as you like, gets in and out of danger. Just peeling away with an advantage, as he so often does. The reply for Cloud9 is to try and get Axel to start fighting in towards his B site, and he might actually get a good position here. Cursorado, luckily, given the warning shots, he can stay alive in behind that pillar, and his teammates are coming over to try and help him out. Gets a little bit hot with that molly and forces Cursorado into the opening, and Axel's able to double up onto 2. Only 1 from drop, so looking good for Cloud9 to pull it back and get that bomb down.
Such a nice timing play there from Axel. He gets boosted up. He heard csgo reloading because csgo didn't expect him to be so close. Now this is a hard retake, 3v3. Smoke finally fading, and a fight could come soon. Actually, no, the smoke's lasting a little longer. It's going to buy even more time.
Axel taking on towards Art. Look for a bit more. Second shot. Axel's had a round. It's just down to Safe alone. He's good for a couple of clutches, but this one unwinnable. Gets forced away, and Cloud9 3 on forwards across the board. MP9, CZ having to be brought into the battle. Furia elsewhere actually has taken that opening. But Cursorado versus Axel about to be the fight that we watch on Su. Art elsewhere removes Shira, so things are actually going very well for Furia. All things considered, you can upgrade that into a better rifle now as well.
Mid-control is the only thing that Cloud9 have been able to establish. They've got the bomb with them, but actually hitting a bomb site is going to be tricky because there's still a couple of Furia players committed towards B. And with the B stairs control, they've got a good chance of holding.
Oh, across the line to the molly. Now Safe holding from construction in the MP9 with its rapid fire rate, able to bring down a few players. The last round was having some fun down towards ramp. He's done it a few times, and obviously in Art fashion continues to try and force the issue down here. Nafi's already through on the other side. Through the other smoke, he's taking Yuri out. Nafi's not stopping. He's still going up. Art hasn't looked back, but luckily Safe gets his rifle out in time, and Art just stays committed inside of the ramp and gets a double kill out of it. While his teammates are being attacked from the top of the ramp, Art doesn't even turn. He just holds down the bottom of the ramp, and he stays there to come away with a double.
Monstrous impact from Art. He just keeps on being a nuisance in ramp, and he wants even more. The AK in his hands is coming through in full force. Axel picks up the AWP, but what the hell do you do in this position?
Axel under pressure with the fire, but actually there's a little bit of a sound cue at the time, but they're not ready for it. You don't hear him out. Cursorado falls victim to Axel. Hobbit able to follow up, and they forcibly remove the 2B defenders. And they're not committing just yet. They're slowing that down. They're letting Furia make the adjustments. And Safe is going to come back in, looking for the information to see if they're still around. And Axel is going to dome him. Now with the amount of kills they picked up to B, surely they can just walk on in.
Art's been good this game, but he'd have to go crazy here to hold this.
Well, just one.
Yeah, that won't be happening. Nafi finally gets some revenge. Hobbit again looking for potential picks towards mid, which won't come his way. Nafi's going to sit in the smoke.
Yeah, he's just coming back again. So you let them use that utility up, let the CTs burn all that util. You just hang around, you can go back into the ramp itself.
Yeah, Cloud9 won't mind that because they still have all their nades, which they can use to reclaim map control.
It's a difficult angle here to deal with for Cursorado. And he's going to take away a life of 1. He's not even going anywhere. He's staying in the same position. They come around, they have to trade him out, and they will. 50 seconds now on this timer as they start to go up ramp. Art peeks out for the information and is not ready for this side. The 2 remaining players will be on, so Art gets absolutely destroyed. Yuri looking to patch up the hole that his in-game leader left in. He's done damage, but no kill. Cloud9 starting to pull this one back and put themselves on top. Safe has to try and win the round himself. On top of the boosted position, it's 1 onto Hobbit, and will reposition with high health, so Furia still in this one.
25 seconds, drop is going back to B, but I think the bomb has to go A at this point.
Well, smart from Safe to go for that, but he looks away, and Inter starts to consider the short push might come in, so he's aware of that, looks for Safe, takes him out, and drop put into the clutch in the 1 versus 3.
They're all low. I don't know if he knows it, though, and with the bomb being planted, maybe if you find an early fight, you give it a go. I don't think Cloud9 are going to give that away.
Yeah, it looks like Shiro's just scoped in right now on the elevator as well. So if Drop is even trying... No, he's not. Okay, he's...
Cloud9 are pressuring mid much more than other teams. Serato traded out on B. Now Cloud9 will start to properly pressure the mid position. Nice molly.
Yeah, it's a really good molly awareness of Yuri's possible position. Actually forces him away, so the information can be picked up. And Hobbit is trying to come over the top of construction drop. Oh, he gets cleared out. Hobbit successful in removing him. And Yuri going into the fight as well. Inter just drops him so quickly. Safe and Art trying to recover this one for Furia. Now, they have been able to pull off rounds like this before, and Safe gets a double, putting Art into the 1v2. Cloud9, do they come barreling towards him? A missed shot has given Art a chance, but it does confirm where he's coming from. And so Cloud9 can start to barrel forward to the side, but Shiro, the riskier play, but sticks around.
They're coming here to play.
Art just runs on down, and that's frustrating. Shiro caught blissfully unaware, and Art finally punished. So that's the Na'Vi Art head-to-head. 1-for-1, at least Cloud9 have been able to pull that back.
I think once you lose Art on ramp, you probably have to play a bit safer. Furia realized that. Furia is dropping back to the bomb site. Haven't seen too many of the straight-up A executes from Cloud9. Now that they have ramp control, could be time for that, but Na'Vi's going dry.
But Yuri taking out Na'Vi. It's now the advantage for Furia. And csgo, he's always in one of these annoying angles. You come around, you don't really know where to pre-clear and where to aim. He's just always in a different spot, and that makes it so difficult to come out on top of that battle when you go into his den solo. Inters at least gets one pick back in towards mid, but still Cloud9 sit with a player deficit. If they want to end this half with 6 on the board, they have to find a way to pull off this 2 versus 3.
Look at how safe Yuri's playing, though. He's all the way back in CT on this A side. So if Cloud9 were to walk up towards A right now, they've got a very good chance at getting that bomb down. And then you put the AWP and the AK into a post-plant position, that could be very doable. It should be a bomb plant here. There's nothing to stop it.
Oh, shot from Yuri. Brings down into it. It's just Hobbit looking to deliver a clutch for his side. It's the first as he comes off the plant. This time he will commit to it. And csgo and Safe looking to sweep him up, and the nade's going to go right in. The softened HP of Hobbit. That's enough to close. Hobbit down to 7. Walking wounded right now for him. Cloud9 lucky to have not lost that first player, but Furia have already established this top ramp control.
Big rotate from Cloud9, though. They've got 4 CTs on A right now.
This could get real messy, real quick, and Na'Vi looks to be the player that puts some aggression in the mix, but he's pulled into the fight too wide. Safe will come out with his life. The advantage now with Furia, but as you mentioned, Cloud9 have players still here to try and defend this.
Oh, that's such a good nade. Inter's down to 10 health. The utility allowing them to just push onto the site itself, and they're going to get that bomb down.
Yeah, down no problem. Cloud9, because they're so damaged up and they don't really have much to work with here to get back in. It looks very good for Furia to post 11 rounds here. Oh, that pick on Hobbit just comes in at the right time. It's a lot for Yuri. The low HP finished off. Enters the next player that should be going down here. He's so low. Still Whisker from death as he starts to try and retreat. Cloud9 realizes that one is a done deal.
Slow ramp control being taken. Gotta say, Safe has had some very impressive map performances where he will just have an incredible stat line like this.
Yep.
And I think as he gets comfortable in this team, we could see that continue and just keep on propelling.
Yeah, should develop further, but Vertigo, one of the maps he is somewhat of a specialist on, one of his highest rated maps, and has come in with the double already here, but Axel and Inters together take 3 players in the blink of an eye, and suddenly Cloud9 competitive in this round. In fact, they're ahead on the player count. Furia need to recover this. The Mac 10 of Art sent forward, but it's split up. It's entirely split up from Drop, and the bomb is down, and Drop's nowhere to be seen. 48 seconds left in the timer, and Drop is on the B site with bomb down on A ramp.
He was hoping to take that ground and that Art could come back to the B site with the bomb, but Cloud9 take the initiative. And now there's 35 seconds for Drop, and he's concerned of all these close angles. That's taking up a lot of time here. As long as Cloud9 don't give him the fights, it's so hard for him to get that bomb into a good position, to get those fights. Oh, a bit aware of that position, almost gets the kill outright. Finally, Yuri able to come through and help his teammate, and now Na'Vi also hits the deck. Safe with another shot. They completely dismantle the hold.
Great stuff from Furia, making a real mess of that. Cloud9 just completely destroyed in the initial fights. Hobbit looked like he was about to get that first pick. Aware of what Art would love to do, but denial of the bomb plant buys a few extra seconds here for Cloud9, and nearly catching csgo on the cross that kind of opened up a big opportunity for them. He is so low on health as well, stuck on default for the time being. Incendiary going out. csgo. Oh, he's going to be staying on the side. Fury rips apart Axel. It is just Inter's left, and he's
3B stack for Cloud9. Looks good for him.
Yeah, starting to get boosted on up onto the wood. Let's see if Furia can crack this open. He starts to anticipate this move forward, and Inter's preemptively starts to spam through the wood. In fact, 2 kills have come in. Inter's is taken down safe. Axel will find ahead of drop. Immediately, Furia handed a 2-man deficit, and the panic stations can start to be alerted. Art's trying to slip away with a bomb on his back. If he gets away with that, maybe we can start to consider an option opening up again for Furia, but the time is the limiting factor. He would have to absolutely sprint, and they don't really seem like they have any intentions to get anywhere soon. So Furia, due to losing those 2 players quickly towards B.
Oh, they could sneak up on Axel here if he's not careful. He's in a very vulnerable position.
Has got Inters to help him though on this close right position. Drop has to be aware, and Axel realizes he's a sitting duck. If he plays in that position for too long, swings and fights, and Inters will swing around the corner, and csgo, he will not fail that test at all. He'll just hit the headshot. And now Shiro and Hobbit into a 2 versus 4. Furia into the perfect position. Shiro misses the shot. He can't afford to let that happen. And Hobbit 1v4 with nothing really going for him here. Furia keeping it clean. Safe trying to get to the site. His teammates already pushed in towards elevator, so Yuri could try and edge his way around the back of Hobbit. And Art's even coming in as well, so you have so many areas you have to worry about. Hobbit is completely surrounded.
Box dead.
Yeah.
He's box dead.
He's dead to rights.
Like a fish.
Oh, done well. Fighter fish at this point for Hobbit. Try and run away. Gets out towards CT, but Yuri now tracking his prey. Hobbit doesn't feel comfortable about going anywhere. 13 rounds now for Furia. I think the problem is here for Cloud9, they just haven't really shown any signs. What is up towards this top ramp? Let's go behind the sandbags. Art blinded and held back. Gonna go into the wide fight. Art is good for 1 and recovers onto the second as well. Shiro and Hobbit slapped away. And the peek up for Navi. M4A4, good for 1, but quick trade from csgo. And Furia are just a dominant force right now as they move their way towards the A side.
Faked briefly, and Yuri will take that chance to take another frag.
Yeah.
You're doing your bit for the team.
Go take those eco frags. Have the sats now as well.
Hell yeah.
They're sending him out, sniffing out the B site. See Shiro, he's going to take him out. Drop looking for the follow-up, and he'll get it. Adds 2 more to the tally. Teammates already taking control of the B site. There now Raxel isn't there. And they head to the B site itself. And it is the drop back into the site.
Navi taking big damage, down to 20 health, and his teammates also gone down.
Yeah, they spammed down Hobbit, and they've taken Navi down to 20. So this is a fantastic start for the side of Furia, and now they're turning their attentions back over to B. They're going to test Axel.
He's been good, but he's so alone here.
Spotted the second player close. He's got 1. Axel under a lot of pressure, and Drop moves through, swiftly removes the head of Axel, and Shiro now dropping back. Can he make up for the quiet performance? It's just 1 from Shiro. Isn't going to be enough to keep him too competitive here, but Yuri on the play elsewhere, on the opposite side of the map, is given his life back. And now he's trying to move forward. Denies the plan, but the trade is quick from Drop. Does now Drop up against Inters. Low HP on the young player for the Brazilian side. This is for the win. This is for map 1 and to steal away Cloud9's map pick. And Inters looks to try and keep them in it. Drop his move close towards the smoke behind the generator. Looking to play more advanced in this clutch. Inters starting to make his way through it. Drop sees the legs, perfect positioning, and Furia will take map 1. They will steal away the map pick of Cloud9. Vertigo is theirs, and they're going to be feeling good about Mirage. And Hobbit will stick in his position. Shiro and Hobbit get a couple between them. Hobbit still standing, but Shiro has been pulled out of the round, and Hobbit's done a very good job at finding another. The overrun. Safe has come through with a Glock. Fast and true to the headshot. Cloud9 hold the advantage still, and Kit on the back of Navi. Furia yet to recover that bomb and put it down.
They have CT control, so if csgo can get to the site, the bomb plant should be easy, but there's 2 players at jungle watching the cross. That's going to make it so tricky.
That's the issue. And he's now seen a lot of that information save on that peak around the corner. He really needs csgo to help him out. They need a pick now, and they're not getting any of the kills, and with csgo going down, it puts Safe in almost a winnable position. He'll go around the corner.
In towards underpass, he might get snuck up on himself, though.
Axel. 1 pick found, traded by drop. Little gap towards the ramp smoke there, so if you cross back over as Hobbit, you'll get spotted out. csgo is holding for a few moments upon that, but hasn't seen anybody cross. Art worried about potential palace push.
Which is coming in right now.
Yeah, and he's letting csgo join with him, but Hobbit's going to get here a little too late to see anything. Minute left, Furia now congregate at B. 1 player here currently just outside the apartments of Inters. His teammate Shiro is coming over to try and bolster the defense.
The Palace position is strong enough from Hobbit that they're happy to leave him there, and they're happy to start leaning towards B. And it's that rifle of Shiro here to help. This could be a really nice crossfire between these 2.
Well, Inters at the ready, blinded, still lightly blinded, is able to get away with a kill on drop. csgo puts him in the ground, but Shiro plays from bench. They've dived out the window. 2 players close to the site already. Shiro still here undetected. Bomb now loose in the open. Reads the play on Safe. Does damage, but doesn't bring him down. And Safe is looking for the follow-up kill. He is good to get it. Na'Vi out of play. It is just Hobbit who started his flank through Palace, who is now starting to come through the apartments. The problem is he's on the MP9. Art is
low enough.
Yeah, there's an 8k there. Doesn't want to give away his position, wants to creep and get close, and with the element of surprise, he's looking for the pick on towards Art. Now he goes over the top, and Art position with a crowd. Shiro's fight might just start here in middle. Missed shot. Can't really stick around too much longer here, and he considers the underpass play. With the utility being used up, he peeks out, finds drop, and gives the advantage to Cloud9.
Art's still trying to make a play towards B. Inters is normally so good at surviving as this B site anchor. That's what he has to do here. He has to buy time, and he might buy enough time because Shiro is actually rotating over to B because Hobbit's gone aggressive towards A. They're ready on this B site now.
Shiro brings back the AWP, looking to fortify.
Do they know Art's so far up, though? That's the question right now.
Yeah, that could be the problem because he's out of the crosshair of Shiro. If he continues to push forward, he would clear that. But Shiro is holding for his teammates to come in. Spots out 1. Yuri is down. But like you said, Art is beyond the crosshair already. He is so deep into the site. But he has so many angles he has to check. And they have the contingency to deal with him. Safe is trying to line some crucial shots in the apartments. But Furia, the flank is coming in around the other side from Hobbit's pushed up position. He's got in behind him quickly. And the time is 6 seconds. Safe does not want to go down after the time. And, well, luckily he won't. Spam through. Yuri sending some util out towards mid. Na'Vi making his way forward to top mid to try and fight, and it's not going to go his way. Yuri comes out on top of the battle, but Art is starting to move forward again. Solo getting deep into enemy lines. He's just spotted the shoulder of Hobbit. He can track him down to the lower wood, but Hobbit still somehow comes out on top of the fight.
Now csgo might try his luck, but he's actually decided against it. He's concerned that there could be players elsewhere helping Hobbit on that A side of the map. So a 4v4, but as the boost comes in, Yuri will be toppled by Axile. Furia now need to figure out what their end goal can be in this round. They have mid, but there are still Cloud9 players hanging around. Shiro was looking for even more.
Yeah, Shiro is going for a couple of attempts now, starting to get confident. You can see it with just how he's approaching each and every round, but Shiro's worried about multiple positions here. He was so close to getting an opportunity onto the stairs fight with Hobbit going down. Shiro has to peek, and he has dropped the bomb towards the stairway. And with the bomb being down, Furia's pressure now increases. They have to try and get that back, and they have to cut through the numbers and thin the herd. And that deep jungle smoke gives them some cover to move forward and try and get the bomb back. And drop clean to the headshot. Pops Axel's head like a grape, and now it's Shiro trying to make the 1v2 happen. He just can't do it. And Furia... Oh. Na'Vi rattling 2 shots into middle.
Bombs at B right now. Looks like a fast B burst.
And this Inters that will pass to that alongside Axel. Good for 1 is Axel. Inters now has to pick up the rest of the scraps. And Shiro is actually... This is wild.
Oh,
he's gone into the fight with a P250. He's dinked him up. He's got the AWP on his back, by the way. And he's committed all the way up through the underpass. He got himself in a bit of a sticky position. He's still trying to get that kill. Eventually will. Doubles up. Shiro, I suppose. Well, you've got yourself in a position where you're getting some wild kills. and puts it into a 1 versus 1. Navi looking to secure the round for Cloud9.
And he has the bomb up in the apartments. That is not an easy position for Yuri to get back into. Having said that, Navi's going all the way back, trying to play this headshot position. So he is letting Yuri get up into the apartments itself. There's still 50 seconds though, so in theory, Yuri could be going elsewhere. And the longer he leaves it, the more chance that Navi starts to consider other options. Yeah, Nafi's looking underpass right now. But does Yuri have the balls to push the smoke? Well, now he's giving away his position and he actually gets the bomb back.
Well, you know, he sees a smoke, he takes one look at Art, and Art's just like, if you don't do that, you're not on my team. And so he's gone and picked up the bomb, smacked it down on the site. Now Nafi starts to think about, oh, his shot. He's given away the position. Now element of surprise no longer exists and Yuri decides to fight. He is just running right through the smoke. He's already pushed up beside Sandwich. Shiro has taken his teammate out, so perhaps Art will feel almost obligated to get this kill back. And oh, okay, here we go, Art. This is what you love to see from him. Hello, Navi. Ah, there we go. Almost felt like he wanted to go into his vision there. Hello. Spin for taking Axel out. On the kill from Hobbit is finally come back to CZ rattling, but it's not great at this range against csgo. Oh, luckily Shiro elsewhere got a pick, and csgo's under pressure.
Molly to the side should get this kill for csgo. Back to the 2v2. But Furia have been so spread in this round that Shiro's been able to isolate fights, bring this into a close scenario. Furia decide it's finally time to stick together, but if Inters is aware that they could be coming back, this MP9 can shred in this position. They're going to go back Palace, though. Smart stuff from Furia, but Inters has pushed all the way through, so he's going to get the information. And the question is, does Shiro commit to anything? I think he's just going to play passive, concede the bomb plant, but Inters' flank could be pretty quick here. And Furia still feel like they have to clear the site.
The drop is gone towards the plant. Shiro about to peek out to the right side, brings down drop. csgo now left in a 1 versus 2.
I think they know he's Palace. They cleared almost everything else.
You see how Inters is getting primed, ready to jump up, so the tap will come up. He should come up straight away. And csgo can't take him out quickly enough, so that defuse is just being stuck around the corner. He's gone around, he's got the headshot. And csgo's got back into Palace. He's down to 3 HP, but he's still sticking around. He's pulling Inters into the fight. The shots from the USP. He's going to drop back onto the defuse. He's going to hold it through. AWP picked up in the mix as well. He has got no kit on his back. He's just going to hold it, and the time is going to be there for it. Looks like Furia at the ready for the execute. The smoke's being dropped in towards A. Shiro's not in a comfortable spot here, playing from default with the AWP. He's going to be under a lot of pressure eventually.
I think they're waiting for the mid players to start to move into connector, and that's what's going to make this uncomfortable.
Art's done very well coming through the connector, has removed Hobbit's life. Art doubling up. Now pressure really is on Shiro. He's about to be attacked from 2 sides. And there we go. Art just comes right through. Shiro couldn't focus on Art's position because there were so many other players he had to worry about. And his defense really didn't help him out. His support network crumbled. And Inters has to save this one away. Blinded, Nafi forced away. Shielded by the smoke again. Once the flash effect wears off, he can go back into the peak again, but starting to feel worried because that smoke will fade away.
Big presence on mid from both teams. No fights yet, but there's the wide swing, and Safe comes in with a first kill.
Yeah, that's big from Safe. csgo getting the pick on Hobbit. Shiro finally getting something here for Cloud9, but it's not going to be enough to keep them competitive in the round. They're going to need much more where that came from, being a player down here. Nafi and Shiro have taken a lot of damage as well. 55 seconds on this clock for Furia to play with.
Nafi's just rotated over to A. Shiro will look towards mid, but a couple of players low on the Cloud9 side. Furia still haven't got an end goal in mind, though. 45 seconds, they remain very spread across the map. And that could be costly for them if they try and lean into B right now. Yes, it is only Inters here, but there's only 2 Furia players actually in position to take this B site. The other 2 are kind of trying to fake A.
He can quickly go through jungle and split the B side from 2 sides if that is called for, but Nafi, he's under a good bit of pressure trying to keep the players here. csgo has done a fantastic job at taking down Shiro. It is still that one player, but here comes that split onto Inters.
Low time.
Drop is coming in from the market. He has to worry about the apartments drop. There is very low time here for Furia, but unfortunately, not enough can be done to delay. It will be Cloud9 sending utility over. Wall of smoke's already created. A little gap for csgo to try and spot out towards Sandwich, but he's pushed to the right side, and he realizes the timer is on the play to look for that. It's one for csgo, put in the ground by Inters with a swift reply. Cloud9 looking to establish some CT control, waiting on the flash. Yuri was able to dodge it, so still just looking for fights, and it's scrappy. No kills coming in yet in this engagement.
Is here to help him. Molly comes in. Yuri gets both of those kills, and now Shiro needs to make a heads-up play.
Well, it's 2 already for Shiro.
They've got a kit though.
Yeah, Art has the kit on the back, and they're quickly moving their way into the site. Shiro spotted in that Tetris. They swing together, they get the headshot, and with the kit, they'll get back to. They elect to take it a little bit later in the round.
Another problem with this is Safe has been established on Palace this entire time, but this could still be a full B play through mid, and that's the one position that isn't really being accounted for right now.
Yeah, rotations back to the site will be extremely slow, so there is pressure on Art to deliver this. Inters does go down to csgo. Another one for csgo. He's doing great work right now, and this is starting to slow, hinder, and take the sting out of the play here for Cloud9. Navi trying to get some space and take some ground, but rotations have now come through for Furia, and there isn't really much of a threat being posted in this round for Cloud9 in the end. They had a window of opportunity there, but csgo takes the complete sting out of it. And now you've got to dig deep if you're Cloud9 to even get into a position to compete here.
It's so awkward for Shiro warping right here because Yuri's at the back of the bomb site. They have to handle this man, but he's sneaking up on him.
Shiro commits to the bomb plant, and with the time so low, it's denied. Yuri takes both kills to close.
Yuri's pushed underpass though, so now they've cleared out B. Now they can rotate back.
Rado plays up on top of Ticket. It is a single kill for him. Shiro is rapid to the trade kill.
They don't have utility to get this AWP off this angle, just one flash.
Yeah, that is awkward. That is rough. Safe. Oh, unbelievable from Inters. The dink immediately doesn't take Safe out of commission just yet, but it certainly makes him weaker. Gets the pick on a second player instead for Inters Tech 9. Cloud9 have gained some ground and will feel comfortable about putting the bomb down, but eyes on Yuri on the flank from Palace.
Could be key, but they've planted for Connector and they've got a player in that position. They can start to fall back. Inters will stay committed to the site, but they've got pretty strong post-bomb positions, but Shiro caught in the open, and that's the rifle gone.
Hobbit was under a good bit of pressure. Looked like Hobbit was about to go down, but he does recover inside of the smoke. Right below Art lies a player. Oh, the nade hits him. Art needs the pick, but he misses the shot, and Inters brings him down. There's now just Yuri coming down from Palace to time. It's ticking too far. Yuri won't be able to compete for this. He's looking to try and bring down another player. He will do that at least. But the round will be lost, and Cloud9, 1 AK, a couple of upgraded pistols, they turn it into a round win.
Utility needs to be good here. There's a player in CT, jungle, connector. If you have the right utility for the A play, you can absolutely lock those players out and leave it up to csgo and try and isolate that position, but they're not using the nades.
Yeah, they're giving them a shot here. Yuri has taken the life of Hobbit, forced it out of him. Yuri rolling out the guillotine. csgo helping him out, sentencing death to many players as they enter the A site, but Axel, he has fought back, snapped back, and taken 2. But still, the AK stands a drop. The AWP of Safe is still alive, but no longer will Drop be fighting in this round. Axel has other ideas for the side of Furia. Finally put down. It is Inters that has to win it against Art. The time, there's not enough of it. Art just needs to stay alive. Inters close to it, and Art's headshot will land. A big step up here from Drop. He's gonna get checked, but it's 1. Can he get a little bit more from this? He's under so much pressure, but Yuri, he's going to use that pressure and distraction and make it work in the 5-7s. 15 seconds left. A couple of kills coming in. Inter's headshot does land. It is now Safe who has to win out alone. 10 seconds. He could cause some problems here. The bomb, it has to go down. And Safe is in a good position to cause a few issues here. If he takes down the bomb, it's no time and he gets taken out. Luckily, Hobbit's there to help him. Well, he's here, ready to battle against Axel. And the MP5 gets nothing from the round. It is gone already. Axel has taken him out. Cloud9 with the player advantage already. About to try and creep out ramp here. Navi, look at this, making a little play forward. csgo's going to try and stop him. csgo's pinned. Utility's going to force him into the fight. He's quick to the headshot, but can't follow up for more than that. We are now in a position where Cloud9 is just having a fun at this point. This is a great start to the round and immediately forcing Furia to call for the save. Cards in the next few seconds.
We've seen some contact plays from Cloud9, but this time there's an AWP from Safe, so the contact play may not be the best answer.
Safe plays to the back at triple. He's A couple of teammates as an early warning system, but Safe is taking the first victim. He's under a lot of pressure, but his teammates are standing strong. csgo and Yuri, the fangs of Furia, taking a couple. And Navi left on 7 HP is stuck up on top of the default position, and an itchy will soar into mid.
And you can't really blind Art easily on this angle.
So he's there to... Oh, he's got blinded. It's actually worked out, and that sets up Drop instead for the distraction play to remove Axel and Inters. He's done very well there, Drop. Here is Art. We've seen a Brazilian sniper in this position before. He's decided not to go on a jump. Instead, he'll just use the rifles of his teammates elsewhere. And Art just stay tucked on down, creating distraction, pulling the attention. And
no smoke in this position, so they need a good flash to get him off this angle.
Currently, Furia are playing behind the smokes. If the smokes are to come in, they'll be behind the smoke walls. It's the contact play from Cloud9. It's Navi going dry out into the fight. He's very lucky to be alive. Shiro also lucky to be standing on 10 HP, and they get the first kill. Hobbit comes up through connector. Yuri domed out of the round, and csgo swiftly there to patch up the hole at connector.
Safe still in CT. There aren't that many nades left to deal with him, but another kill comes in for Axel. csgo still holding the cross though.
They just go dry again. Nafni dry into the peak. That gives csgo the follow-up kill. 2 locked in, knocking them down. It's just 1 player left. It's Axel, and he's too far away. 10 seconds left. This one's a done deal. Furia have taken it. A 2-0 victory. About to be locked in over Cloud9, and there it is. Furia happy with this performance, I'm sure, taking down Cloud9. Started on Vertigo, finished on Mirage. An impressive performance from the Panthers.
Came a little close at the end, but Furia still get the win over the line. That's the main thing that matters. They are one of the teams looking to make a statement here at Dallas, and a win over Cloud9 is certainly a good start.